Creep.
I love it.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do
Conference
this.
room.
Right now, conference room. Topic, potpourri, let's go.
All right, I have conference room this week, or at least to kick us off.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start with an email from Stacy. She writes, "Hey guys, I know that Andy Bernard reveals later on that he was originally named Walter Jr. until he was 6. At that
Mm-hmm.
time, the name was given to his younger brother because it was a better fit.
We learned that in
Yeah.
this episode.
Right.
Very
Yeah.
fitting.
Yep.
The name Andy has always been a curiosity for me because of its association with Cornell. You ever heard of it? A school Andy makes reference to ad nauseum.
Yeah.
Cornell's co-founder and university president for almost 20 years was Andrew Dixon White. And it was tradition for any enrolled student that bearing the surname White to be given the nickname Andy in his honor. So Andrew Dixon White. Case in point, the author of Charlotte's Web, Elwyn Brooks White, was, from his days at Cornell until his death, known by his family and friends as Andy.
Whoa.
Do you think that the naming of this character was just a crazy coincidence? Or is it possible that the writers of The Office were offering a little nod to a unique college tradition as well as giving a little depth and backstory to the name of this character? Just wondering. Love the podcast. Keep the good work.
Do
Thank
we
you,
know?
Stacey.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Stacy. That's really interesting. Do we know if there's any notable Ivy Leaguers on the writing staff? I don't know.
Who knows?
Greg Daniels.
I wonder. I don't. Who knows? I have no idea if it was.
That is very
intentional.
interesting.
I mean, Greg Daniels went to Harvard, didn't he?
But we do
So-
know that.
yeah,
We
he
do
did.
know that his parents donated money to Cornell, and they have a wing of the school in their name. So it would be very
Daily
likely,
Op-Ed column. Bernard's regards.
It would be very likely that his parents would know about this tradition, and when they needed to suddenly rename their firstborn son,
Yeah.
they would choose Andy. That totally makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But that's a nice little Easter egg.
That is
It's-
a really nice Easter egg, and even if the writers didn't know that, that's still a really
fun to
interesting
believe that they
fact.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Thanks, Stacy.
Yeah, it feels like a very East Coast thing, and Andy feels like a very East Coast guy, especially when he comes in.
Feels like, I would say, absolutely.
In especially when in the Stanford sort of days when he kind of joins the cast.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would not surprise me if this was intentional, but if not, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Toby wondering if sending Ryan to the annex was punishment for him.
Right.
But if it was, genius.
Genius.
Wow, genius. Awesome.
Let's check we got a quick voicemail here.
Sweet.
Responding to last week's show about Phyllis.
Hey guys, it's Josiah, originally from San Antonio, Texas, but right now I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I just finished listening to the Phyllis episode, and I wanted to talk about the trivia question where Kevin talked about playing that music to get people out of exile.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm a retired Marine, and Operation Just Cause, which was ran by President George Bush Sr., actually had General Manuel Noriega, the recipient of those rock music, including Guns N' Roses, Van Halen, all kinds of stuff like that, to get him to come out of stuff. And Operation Just Cause was the big thing to get Noriega to withdraw from where he was holed up in Panama. So thanks for all you do. I enjoyed the podcast. Have a great day.
Oh, that's so great.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
I
Thank
looked
you
at-
so much.
This is another great part about the show is you just learn these little tidbits.
Right.
And I don't know. I looked a little more into this.
Yeah.
So this was, Noriega was holed up at the Vatican Embassy in Panama. And so, yeah, and then looked further into this. So I think there was a specific mission under Operation Just Cause. Within that was called Operation Nifty Package, which is a very Dwight name to me. I don't know why it's very
Nifty gifties. They are nifty. They're nifty gifties.
But that was specifically the operation to capture Manuel Noriega.
There's another joke here where that they play Guns N' Roses and Van Halen because Noriega hates that music. But
Noriega famously loved like opera and classical music. Apparently,
but and of course we just looked this up. But Kevin recounts it as do that thing where you play really good music to get them to come out. So that's
Kevin would probably love Guns N' Roses.
that's a deep joke
Van Halen?
there.
Yeah.
Deep joke.
I think about when he plays what does he play? Crazy Train, right? When he's kicking off the seminar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this kind of relates to the other question because it's like if the writing staff is capable of these very deep, nuanced jokes, like why wouldn't they name
Maybe-
Andy?
I
Andy
think
for
so.
that reason?
Yeah,
I think
that's very
so.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for your voicemail. That's really
Yeah,
nice.
thanks,
It's
man.
great to get
That's
that context.
awesome.
And yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Hooah.